Hello, you're watching Sightline. Today in our studio we have a guest, Ms. Balcha Nimchinzarucht, founder and CEO of YOUTHinc social enterprise. Balcha, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for having me to your Sightline interview. It's a pleasure to be here.
So it's our pleasure as well. So could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. My full name is Balcha Nim, in short Balcha. I'm a founder of YOUTHinc, the Young Mongolian Professionals Association, and the coordinator of Decent Work for Youth Network, a national network promoting decent work and rights of work among young people in Mongolia. I'm also a member of Friends for Leadership, an international network of young professionals promoting the best SDGs practices in the world.
So you are such an active person, active leader. And could you please tell us, as the founder of the YOUTHinc social enterprise, what are the missions and visions and the main activities of the organization?
Sure. YOUTHinc is a young Mongolian professionals association. It's a membership-based platform for both youth and employers. And our name, YOUTHinc, means youth. Youth represents the youth side, and Inc. represents the incorporation, employers, and the business side. So there's a need to unite, especially young Mongolian professionals, to contribute to our country's development. So therefore, our vision is to become a representative organization of young Mongolian professionals who develop their healthy lifestyle, work-life harmony, and competence. And our main activities focus on personal and professional development and effective partnership with supporting organizations and tailored activities for our members. And through our activities and work, we support the UN's Sustainable Development Goals for 2030 agenda, especially by promoting SDG 3, which is health and well-being, SDG 4 for quality education and lifelong learning, SDG 5 for gender equality, SDG 8 for decent work and economic growth, and the last one, SDG 17 for global partnership for sustainable development.
Thank you very much. It's fantastic to hear all of those wonderful missions and activities of your YOUTHinc social enterprise. So you said the YOUTHinc offers personalized and tailored events and activities for its members. So such as there is the 6-month internship program, and there is a 3-month BFIT program. So could you please elaborate on those programs?
Sure. Our organization is a membership-based organization, members meaning both young Mongolian professionals and businesses and employers, right? And internship program is a professional, it's a 6-month professional development that helps for our members, meaning like the students, graduates, and youth, to develop their professional development by building their soft skills and employability competencies, as well as in practical work experience. Our program was pilot tested last year for as 2 pilot tests from the first one was from January till June, and the second one was from July till December. And the youth between the age 15 to 34, 35 actually, all participated in our program. So we are trying to expand this internship program more locally, internationally, virtually. There are different ways to implement this program.
So how about the BFIT program?
The other side, the important flagship program of our organization is the personal development program that promotes healthy lifestyle, healthy living, healthy habits, because at the end it also contributes for the productivity and more effectiveness.
Do you collaborate with teachers, nutritionists to carry out this BFIT program?
Yeah, you mean the specialist, right?
Yeah.
So our BFIT program, I pilot tested this program in 2016. That's also several years ago, right? And at that time we pilot tested more like a BFIT body by incorporating fitness yoga, and meditation. So it was like a unique program inspired by the Beachbody United USA program, because I lived in the United States for many years, and right before I came in Mongolia, I was a coach of the Beachbody USA, and BFIT was tested in 2016 among like almost 100 people to be healthy, to be fit. Now we are trying to incorporate a more holistic approach, integrated. So it now involves like mind, body, spirit, nutrition, and community. So more holistic way, not just the body, you know, in order to
not just exercises.
Yes, not just the exercises that covers the mind, and body is more like encourages to be healthy, active in exercise. It doesn't have to be always going to the gym, but you know, whatever exercise you can pursue, you know, yoga, dance, you know, anything, running, and mind, body, spirit. Nowadays, this mental health is so important. Everybody is talking about like stress, how to really manage our stress and maintain our health, both mentally and physically. So spirit is more like getting into ourselves, like understanding about how we are feeling, be more mindful about our awareness, our thoughts, our daily, you know, habits and stuff like that. And of course, nutrition is about eating healthy every single day, not to take diet, you know, but incorporate the balanced diet and community. It's not only about yourself. It's not only about oneself, but it's like we support. If we like have this community to support one another, we can have this more, you know, balanced and sustainable approach to support one another. It's like a support system of community as well.
Yes. So yeah, such a great holistic way to becoming healthy. And how many members are there at the YOUThink, and do all the members take these flagship programs?
Well, so far we haven't really launched our membership package to open to the full public yet, and so far if you log in to our website, which is www.youthink.mn, you can see the statistics, how many people are registered on our website. So far, I just checked this morning, it was like a little bit over 380 people registered as individuals, and also more than 65 organizations registered as well. So it's a pretty good number, thinking that we haven't actually launched our membership program to the general public yet. It's mostly those people who took part in our pilot programs, because we have already implemented pilot 1, 2, and now in the process of implementing pilot 3, in partnering with supporting organizations, that internship program to develop the professional development programs.
Recently you collaborated with Isaac, and you co-organized this Youth Speak Forum in January. As part of your partnerships with other organizations. Yes, you noticed that last 2 years it was more like a setting up our programs and then setting up our website, our office, so it was more internally. Starting from this year, we started strong by partnering with the ISEC, because ISEC is also youth-led international organization, it's worldwide, and we partnered with ISEC Mongolia on the Youth Speak Forum. I presented there. Also, from that collaboration, we also are excited to announce that we are going to also partner on the international exchange program for our members as well. So you will hear a lot of opportunities with us. So not only just ISEC, we are partnering with the Friends of Mongolia, which is an also registered USA NGO that is also the bridge between the United States and Mongolia. Just last week we had a partnership activity, and we announced our new partnership on the collaboration on the Matthew Girwin scholarship program under the name Matthew Girwin, who was the former UNICEF program officer who died accidentally with the helicopter crash in Mongolia in 2001. Maybe you heard in 2001. Yes, and he actually contributed for our Mongolia's development, children and health. So Friends of Mongolia, together with the UNICEF, they were having each year announcing the scholarship
And starting from this year, actually last year, we started collaborating on this scholarship program, which provides the local opportunity to students and who have this financial difficulty to study in the universities, right? So, and now we are providing more collaboration to offer our internship program as well as BFIT program for this scholarship recipients of this 2022. So we are partnering in a more meaningful way.
So you said you haven't launched the membership package, and when do you plan to open the package for the public?
You know, our website is open for everybody, whoever the young professionals. So we are uniting and welcoming everyone who can join our platform. That's free to join. And also organizations and supporting organizations can join with their organizational profile as well. It's all open right now. And we are going to offer pretty soon launch our membership. There's going to be 2 packages, one for the young professionals and the other one for the organizations. Our 2 flagship programs are offered for the premium membership, and the standard membership is mostly for the general, like gym. Youth and employers should work out to grow together. It's not just like joining and then like waiting for something to happen. You need to really work it out together. Another activity is the study tour. We have been also pilot testing through our internship program, because internship program is like a complex integrated program that it involves
one of
many
the
things.
parts of the
Exactly. And we had a study tour in a government agency, in a company, and just also last week. So last week we were pretty active, and together with our partnership with TOS Solutions, we implemented the study tour, and there were 8 organizations, business organizations we toured in one place. So it was in a short time an opportunity to meet with business organizations, what they do in a more practical way, presented by the employers and business organizations themselves. So we'll provide lots of opportunities for our members through different packages, more tailored way, what they need, and then provide local opportunity, international opportunity, because we are not just a local organization. We have established our international advisory board as well. We have experts of so many great talents, experts from the labor market, and
international experts.
Yes, international experts from the United States, from Netherlands, from Europe, from South Africa. You can see on our website.
So Balcha, I would like to ask you that how the social enterprise was established first. I heard it was established back in 2009 in the United States, and then, as you said, you started piloting the programs in Mongolia since 2019, 10 years after its establishment in the United States.
We all have that need for professional development, especially when we graduate. We look for a job, we need to build a network. And back in 2009, I was like that. I was a young professional myself, recently graduated. I got my MBA degree from Missouri, and my major was international relations at that time. And I knew that I was moving to Washington, D.C. because that's the center of the international relations, without knowing anybody. So
it was a very bold move. You were very brave.
Right. So I just moved to Washington, D.C., and of course encountered all those challenges, and luckily I found my first job in Washington, D.C., working in an international organization called IFPRI. But after that, it was the 5 of us who founded this Young Mongolian Professional Association, because we decided, yes, as an NGO, there was 5 founding members, and we decided to organize this Young Mongolian Professional Association to support and help out all these young professionals who encountered the similar problems. Together we organized so many professional development workshops, seminars, job fair events, and networking events. And as a result, after 4 years, we appeared #1 on Google search. So big companies in the United States like Boeing, General Electric, General Motors, and Rio Tinto, they started contacting us, because there are a lot of opportunities that, as mentioned, all these young organizations look for talent. And so they contacted us looking for young professionals. So at that time, it was an opportunity. And in fact, I found my next job through this Young Mongolian Professionals Association.
That you found it.
I found it. And my next job was the Rio Tinto's Kennecott, Utah copper. So I had to move to Utah because of that OT project that Rio Tinto was trying to connect and finding the young Mongolian professionals for the OT project. So at that time, I also really wanted to come back to Mongolia. So it was a bridge for me to participate in their development program and then come back to Mongolia through that opportunity. And I'm always really appreciate that this young professionals organization.
It's such an inspiring story of yours. So. In Mongolia is a country of youth, we all know that. However, in the country, the youth employment is around 16% as of 2019. So how bad would you would you evaluate the situation is currently? And also, what have contributed to this level of unemployment among the youth in Mongolia?
Yes, you're right. Mongolia is a country of youth. And almost 1/3 of our population is the people aged from 15 to 34. That's according to our youth development law, is considered youth. And unfortunately, the major problem is unemployment among youth. Our national unemployment rate is 8%, 8.4% in 2021. And our youth unemployment rate is almost 2.5 to 3 times higher than the national average. Especially those people, if you say youth aged between 15 to 24, is 24%. So there are many factors of also actually contribute for this unemployment. Well, one I would like to highlight is the skills mismatch and competence gap is the major issue in our labor market. That's why there's a big gap. And that's why we reestablished our organization. And one of the statistics and report that I found was the Global Competitiveness Index report by the World Economic Forum of the 2019. They showed that Mongolia was ranked 102nd out of 141 countries. Very low, right? With its Global Competitiveness Index, which is really, really bad.
So what have led to the income? In this and a mismatch of skills. It's very ironic that 60% of unemployed people are higher educated young professionals, whereas in the rest of the world, when people are unemployed, it's mostly undereducated. But most of the Mongolians are high educated. They graduate their bachelor's degree, some kind of TVET or some kind of education, right? And that's 60%. And 1 in 2 people, unregistered employed people, are the young people. So, we were doing a lot of surveys and compared the statistics and reports, and we see that the salaries is very low in Mongolia. The average national salary of Mongolians is 1.2 million tukruks, which is about approximately $430, 2 or 3 times lower than just compared to our neighbors. It's very low, right? And the working hours are so long. The average Mongolian people work more than 48 hours. Working long hours and not being paid low income, that discourages a lot of young people. So it's an issue actually both sides. It's not just the issue for the young people. It has to be not just pointing finger, it's not the solution, of course, but connecting and working together, finding the solution through this type of interventions like internship program, study tours, and really communicating, social dialogue, and these are the interventions. So that skills mismatch of the higher educated people are not, they are trying to find, they say that they cannot find the job that they want, and the employers say that they cannot find the talent for the jobs that they have. But there's a lot of vacancies, but they cannot meet that need. Still looking for each other, but there's a gap. So that's why we see that the skills mismatch and the employers, the skills mismatch and competence gap is one of the influencing factor for this unemployment. That's why we established to be the bridge and the gap between youth and employers. It was really great to have you. Thank you very much for coming to our studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
You've watched Sightline. Today's our guest was Ms. Balchinim Chinzarucht, CEO and founder of YOUThink Social Enterprise. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.